God's Little Soldiers by Leonard Anderson, Jr. Dedication. This book is dedicated to all children and my mother, Jenny Lee Anderson. May they be covered under God's love and protected under His grace and mercy. God's Little Soldiers. Hello, boys and girls. You may have thought about what it takes to become a doctor, lawyer, teacher, or police officer. You may have even thought about what it takes to become a basketball, baseball, or volleyball player. But have you ever wondered what it takes to become one of God's little soldiers? You don't have to be a certain age to be one of God's little soldiers. You can't buy your way into the ranks of God's little soldiers, regardless of the amount of money your family may possess. Your family owning luxurious cars or an expensive house really doesn't matter. Gold, diamonds, watches, and other jewelry will not help you become one of God's little soldiers. You don't have to worry about the color of your skin. The shape of your eyes doesn't matter to God. The structure of your nose is not relevant. Your height, weight, hair texture, or ethnic group means nothing to God. None of these things are relevant to become one of God's little soldiers. You don't have to worry about wearing the most expensive shoes, sneakers, and clothes. You don't have to own the latest toys, bikes, or video game systems to be one of God's little soldiers. Do you listen to stories or read books about the Lord? Do you pay attention in Sunday school? Do you obey the Sunday school teacher and the ushers? Are you quiet during the church service? Do you say your prayers at night and in the morning? Most importantly, do you love the Lord? Do you obey your teachers and behave in class? Do you obey the lunchroom service and assistants? Do you respect others in authority at school that are there to keep you safe and help you learn? Do you obey the crossing guard? Do you complete your homework assignments? Do you obey your parents? Do you perform your chores without being told over and over again? Do you go to sleep at the time you are told to do so? Do you get up in the morning when you are awakened? Do you put on the clothes your parents lay out for you without question? Do you try to get along with your brothers, sisters, friends, and classmates? Do you respect the thoughts and opinions of others? Do you try to treat all people the same? Do you forgive people who may have hurt you? If you can say yes to some of the things listed on the prior pages, you're well on your way to becoming one of God's little soldiers. But you must try your best every day to do the right thing. I know it's hard, and it's hard for adults too. We all get angry or just aren't kind to one another for many reasons. But when you realize it, just ask God and the person you angered to forgive you. You and the person will feel better. But do your best not to do it again. Just remember, in God's army, the only weapon we are to carry is love. Remember that God and His Son, Jesus Christ, love you just the way you are. And God loves you even when your mother, father, sister, brother, classmates, teacher, or friends may be angry with you. God will always be by your side in good or bad times. And remember, Jesus Christ stays in touch with us through our spirit, the voice which tries to guide you to do and say the right thing. There's another voice we hear when thinking about doing or saying something bad. The good will battle the bad, each trying to get you to do things their way. At that point, you may feel guilt, convicted, or nothing at all. But in the end, you and you alone must make your own decision. So please say your prayers every morning and at bedtime. Try to be the best person you can be every day. Listen to your parents, teachers, and others in authority. Most importantly, Learn to love the Lord, and you'll be well on your way to becoming one of God's little soldiers. Bible verses for children. Proverbs 22:6. Train a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not turn from it. Proverbs 25:18. Telling lies about others is as harmful as hitting them with an axe, wounding them with a sword, or shooting them with a sharp arrow. Colossians 3:20. Children, obey your parents in everything, for this pleases the Lord. Exodus 20:12. Honor your father and mother. Then you will live a long, full life in the land the Lord your God is giving you. Leviticus 19:3. Each of you must show great respect for your mother and father, and you must always observe my Sabbath days of rest. I am the Lord your God. Psalms 127:3. Children are a gift from the Lord. They are a reward from Him. Proverbs 1:8-9. My child, listen when your father corrects you. Don't neglect your mother's instruction. What you learn from them will crown you with grace and be a chain of honor around your neck. Matthew 19:14. But Jesus said, "Let the children come to me. Don't stop them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to those who are like these children." 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone think less of you because you are young. Be an example to all believers in what you say, in the way you live, in your love, your faith, and your purity.